Good evening and thanks for joining us. A Lloydminster man is voicing his frustration about a policy that made RCMP call off the pursuit of a stolen truck he spotted near his home. That truck would later collide with a van and kill 3 Edmonton women. Now he's asking for change. Michaela Henschel reports.
Curtis Byford quickly captured these photos on his cell phone when he awoke to suspicious activity near his property just outside of Lloydminster early Friday morning.
1-ish in the morning, woke up to a noise, which isn't uncommon, but a lot of times people get lost, turn around, leave. And then the second vehicle, and then the third vehicle, and then lights start shutting off and people start getting out of vehicles. Adrenaline, something's not right. It's a dead-end road.
Maidstone RCMP were dispatched and spotted one of the vehicles. When the truck didn't stop, officers initiated a pursuit. But due to policy, they were told to stand down.
And one of the comments was, it's frustrating because everyone thinks I'm not doing a thing when I had him. I was right there.
RCMP are not commenting on the case as it is an ongoing investigation, but they did release this statement which reads in part, "The pursuit was terminated in accordance with the RCMP's emergency vehicle operation policy. Pursuits pose a serious risk to the public."
People say, if you chase them and they kill somebody, who's responsible? And he said, yes, that's right, but we have sirens and lights to let the people know, get out of the way.
Byford took to social media to express his frustration. His post gained traction and has been shared nearly 8,000 times.
I was furious and my hands started going and I hit enter and all of a sudden, boom.
Byford hopes that this will be the start of change.
We were scared, that's it. The other people are dead.
Michaela Henschel, Newcap News.
Well, the Lloydminster landfill is filling up. This week at City Council, the mayor and councillors heard the landfill will be close to capacity by June 30th next year. However, the nearly $3 million construction project to expand the city's garbage capacity will soon be underway. Brian Lentz reports.
We want to get construction started while there's still a construction season.
That's the sentiment from Mayor Albers as council approved BTO Construction's bid of $2.7 million to expand the landfill. It was hoped construction would already be underway, but the process has been delayed.
Combination of Sask environment and ensuring that we've got all our paperwork in order as well as approvals. And of course it takes time. We've had some changes in administration, so I won't say that some of those weren't incurred at the city as well.
Despite this, the mayor is confident the new garbage cell will be completed in time.
We will have what they call airspace yet remaining June 30th when the new cell should be completed. I believe the city will be able to accommodate garbage without a problem.
But the project is going to take some time, and the late start means construction will have to be split between this fall and next spring.
So it involves a great deal of material movement. There's a fair amount of labor in that liner installation because it's not, to help people understand, that liner is actually put together at the site. It's something that's not done in 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month. It's going to take some expertise, and that's part of the cost that's associated with it.
And the cost is significant, but council says it's all within budget.
We had budgeted for 2017 that $3 million would be spent, but that's no longer all going to be spent this year. Whatever we don't spend this year, we'll spend next year. And on top of the 2.7 is a 10% contingency fee, along with some consulting fees for about $145,000.
The city estimates Lloydminster will have room for an additional 3 years of garbage once construction is complete. Brian Lentz, Newcap News.
After many months of labor, the duct work at Lloydminster Hospital is now fully operational. The HVAC system at the hospital was compromised after a storm flooded the pipes last June. The damage caused one operating room to be out of commission for 2 days.
The operating room on the main floor was originally, but we put in separate ductwork so we could get up and running as quick as we can.
In the end, an estimated $4.2 million went into replacing the ductwork. Regular air checks were also a priority during restorations, with the latest happening last week.
We were getting them done once a week, and when we turned on different systems, we were getting it tested to make sure, but everything passed.
Now that the pipes are above ground, Bro says it's unlikely to see a repeat of the flooding damage. All right, well, 2 felines are in the adoption spotlight in this week's pet project. Birdie is a tortoiseshell cat looking for her forever home, and Rita is a gentle girl looking for a loving family to call her own. Here's John from the SPCA.
Birdie is a gorgeous tortoiseshell cat who just loves to chat. Her expressive meow will let you know exactly what she's looking for. Whether it's time to eat or for some pets, Birdie's soft meow is sure to get your attention. Birdie is also a very playful girl. Her favorite games are chasing toy mice or playing hide and seek. Her energy seems endless, and she's looking for a home that can keep up with her active lifestyle. If you're looking for a fun-loving feline, then Birdie may just be the cat you need in your life. Stop by the SPCA and say hi to Birdie today. Lovely Rita is a calm and gentle cat who is looking for a wonderful home where she can relax and enjoy the simple things in life. Her idea of a perfect day is sitting on her scratching post, soaking up the sun, and grabbing a quick cat nap. Rita is not looking for a busy household. Rather, she'd prefer a nice, quiet home where she can be the center of attention. Although shy at first, once she gets comfortable with her new family, her personality will really start to shine, and you'll realize how amazing she truly is. Rita is a feline you don't want to miss out on, so be sure to stop by the SPCA and meet Rita today.
This is Newcap Sports.
Welcome back, folks. The Punch, mastered in the world of boxing, but not so much in the world of golf. Lance Phillips and Ryan Vaughn present tips from the green, episode 11, Mastering the Punch Shot.
Welcome back to another episode of Tips from the Green here at the gorgeous Cold Lake Golf and Winter Club. I'm Lance Phillips, joined by Ryan Vaughn, the head golf professional here at the Golf and Winter Club. And Ryan, we got a couple of balls that are in not so good a lie. We've got some trees in our way, so we kind of got to get around these trees. What do you suggest we do here?
My suggestion is to, we can chip out to the side, but we're really not dealing with a whole lot. We've got some overhanging branches that we got to stay under. So I see you've got a...
Yeah, I've got a 56 degree. This is what I would hit from about 100 yards out.
Yeah, so my suggestion is to, take your 4-iron, 5-iron, 6-iron, whatever you're comfortable with, and hit a low punch running shot. That way you're going to get the distance out of it, and then your next shot is not going to be 60, 70 yards out. It might be, you might be putting, or you might just have a little flip onto the green.
I totally grabbed the wrong club. Sorry.
So to hit a low punch shot, really focus on the follow through and really focus on Lance's hands staying a little lower to the ground. And he's really got to control the backswing. So you're going to hit about a half shot with a half follow through, keeping the hands low to the ground on the follow through.
Okay.
And really focus on the weight being forward.
Okay.
All right, so when you're ready.
Not my finest shot, but it did stay low.
Stayed low and a little closer to the green. You bet.
But it always takes a real professional, Ryan, to show us how this is done. So please, the honor is yours.
All right. A little practice swing just to kind of focus on my hands, staying low, kind of loosen the body up a little bit. As I position myself, really focus on my weight a little bit forward here. And there I go.
Yeah, I think I realized that on my shot, I still had my weight. I didn't have it forward enough, and I didn't quite take the backswing I wanted. So now that I've watched you do it, I should be good.
A little bit of practice goes a long ways.
Yeah, it does. And these shots, inevitably you're going to find yourself in this situation on a golf course. It's going to happen.
And they're not the easiest shots to play. It takes a lot of commitment to the shot, and a lot of trust in yourself to make the golf swing.
Is that the hardest thing, do you think, is the trust in yourself?
Absolutely. It's when you're in the middle of the fairway, it's easy to make a full golf swing and not worry about where that ball is going. But when you get into the tight areas of the golf course, a lot of the time you want to slow the swing down And as soon as you decelerate in the golf swing, that's where you're going to start finding troubles.
Well, Ryan, once again, thanks so much. That's a good tip. I know it's not from the green, but it's on the green, so
Yeah.
that's the main thing. Thanks for tuning in to Tips from the Green with Ryan Vaughn from the Cold Lake Golf and Winter Club. Next week, we got another episode for you.
And there's a lot that goes into game days for the Lloydminster Bobcats organization. It takes a full team both on and off the ice to ensure a successful night. In this week's Beyond the Boards, Kira Lyons introduces us to a new member of the Bobcats team.
The Bobcats have found a new voice this year in Clark Broughton. The small-town Saskatchewan boy has radio and WHL experience, but that wasn't what urged past broadcaster Trevor Redden in giving him the job.
I think a big part of it is we were looking for somebody who was more than capable at the broadcasting side of things, which Clark definitely was, but also somebody who would take on the corporate sponsorships, the ticketing, the billeting, whatever it might be necessary. Just somebody who had the right kind of attitude to do that work, and we definitely thought we had that in Clark.
It was kind of one of those things where you had that chance to go out and do your own thing, kind of start building your own broadcast and get to really work with a team.
Being a play-by-play announcer requires more than just a great set of lungs and encyclopedic memory. It also takes a great amount of dedication and hard work.
So for myself, coming from more of a WHL background to now the AJ this year, you're learning suddenly 15 new teams, I guess 16 if you include Lloyd. So there's a lot of that research going on where that is mainly my bus rides, and then you're trying to balance that out with the office part of it. But there's no shortage of homework and whatnot that goes along with the territory.
Clark is also focused on getting to know Lloydminster and the organization as best he can as he continues to develop his broadcast style.
There's that history part that I really want to be able to bring to it, and I think that's just a matter of getting yourself in with this city and understanding who everyone is and who even just built up this organization over the years.
Clark's passion for hockey can be heard in his broadcasts, but his passion for sport doesn't end on the ice.
I'm very well-rounded when it comes to sports. I've done some football in Swift Current, that sort of thing. I've done some work with their baseball team back there, curling, tennis, all of them. I just live and breathe sports for the most part.
Clark has only scraped the surface so far this season, but is already excited for what the year has in store.